There we go.
Got it.
I did want to record an intro to the podcast, just at least to say that we were going to talk about, acupuncture, Chinese medicine, Oriental medicine, the tool set that goes with it. Going into the whole story, my wife thought this was a brilliant idea
Uh-huh.
because she said that, oh, I listen to you and Tony all the time. And it's like, I love listening to you because the two of you sound like you know what you're talking about.
Not really. It's,
I said, well, we've been doing this for a while. She goes, oh, I'd listen to you. I,
if you talk about our experience,
yeah,
sometimes it can be boring.
yes, it can. But, at least we want to make it entertaining too. We don't want to sit there flat going, yeah, we failed all the clinics that we had. I spoke to a good friend of mine the other day, and I told them that we were going to start this podcast. He goes, Rob, that's a great idea, but it's going to be really hard to make money. I said, I know it is because it's almost impossible to make money doing
Because
this
we're
type of
not
thing
planning to
anymore
make
anyway.
money.
I said, that's not the point though.
No, I think the podcast, the major thing is we want to bring awareness to people. We want people
Yes.
to know acupuncture, Chinese medicine is not just boring. It can be fun and interesting, uniqueness.
Yes.
I still amazed in sometime how I don't use a lot of needles. I try to use minimum. Why? Because time. I cannot spend a lot of time to put a lot of needles on patients because it's not my clinic. It's in contrast to my other coworker. They do a lot of needles, which I doesn't use that much.
It's technique too. It's technique, it's style, and you don't need to put 15 or 20 needles on someone's back just for back pain. Even points you can use on the leg for back pain too.
Yeah. The hardest part is people who have chronic disorders that involve with
Yes.
nerves. Try to do scalp treatments. It's so hard. You have so many hairs on your head.
Mm,
It's hard to measure it. Because when we do the scalp, we had the model with like, okay, you can see all the zone, but if people have so many hairs, like you have to push a hair away. Yeah, that's hard. I tried a couple of times with the scalp. Not easy.
did you use the really long 3-inch needle and thread it through?
My longest needle is only 1.5. We're, it's still not common. A lot of patients don't understand. They think, oh, God, it's pain. Ow, no, like, oh my
Needle
goodness.
ouch.
Like, I cannot go any further. I think we have to go back to why we doing this.
Yeah. Well, we're
Introduction.
already talking about it.
Oh,
We're raising awareness.
I think the proper introduction is said, good evening, everyone. My name is Tony. Welcome to Point 2 Points. And my friend here is Robert. We had to go a little bit crazy, right?
Well, that's what people think is entertaining too.
No, that's no, I think I have to get better computer and better things so I can see better pictures so I can move my hands,
We're
my whole body is not just
we're just starting. The only people who are going to watch us is our wives and our parents.
I definitely planning to get another famous guest speaker.
Yes, or whomever.
Yeah. No, this is good opportunity, really. We're doing this as for fun and for entertainment purposes. Please don't go out to do certain points that we suggest. We're not
Or
here
take
to do
herbs.
treatments and give advice. No, we don't cure anything. No, it's a taboo. We don't say
It's
cure.
yes, the three
We
C's.
only treat. I have a lot of people, acupuncturists that I know, they say cure. I'm saying no.
Even general medicine, doctors, nurses, they're not allowed to say that word.
Yeah. I'm very anal with law and ethics and
Yes.
regulations. I'm very careful what I'm saying. Please, people out there, this is only for entertainment purposes. Advices, suggestions, yes, but don't do it on your own.
Consult your acupuncturist, but I'm not your acupuncturist.
Go somewhere else.
Go somewhere else.
This is only podcast, not
Yeah.
clinic. Just that it's fun. I do wish everybody out there who listen to us or watching us that you get some insights. What's the true meaning of the Chinese medicines? I hate saying acupuncturist.
Yeah.
Really, we are Chinese medicine doctor, Oriental medicine doctor, or
Yeah.
practitioner.
Practitioners.
It's just that in America we only get licensed in needle, but we do way more than that. We do gua sha, cupping, wherever we can think of. Uh, Even like meditations, it's also part of it. Oh,
Ex Qigong, Tai Chi,
yeah.
exercises,
Now
breathing.
other people consider healing hands.
Yeah. I don't want to
That's
say
good.
Reiki specifically, but
Yeah. I have a phone conversation with someone. She said, "Oh, I'm really good. I'm into the health field. I do healing hands. You heard about it?" Like, oh, that sounds to me like Reiki,
yeah.
but actually, it's Reiki. So Qigong is take forever to practice. You have to do 10 years to master some energy.
Mm. Continuing, Qigong. You were saying that when we do Qigong, that we shouldn't be using our own energy.
Oh,
So
chi. We can ask the energy, right? Chi.
yes, we shouldn't be okay, so let me start
Or
again. I'm gonna cut this out. Wait a second.
because last time you said it's not energy.
Doesn't
Chi.
matter what you say. Well, I didn't say that. We didn't say that yet.
Oh wait, this is the continuing for the first
Yeah,
one.
so this is continuing for where we left off, where you got cut off at the end there, is you were saying, does the audience agree that you shouldn't be using your own chi when you do qigong?
For treatment. Yeah.
Well, and treatment too, because you can use qigong for treatment.
Um, my point of view is really no. Most of the energies come from Dantian, right?
Yes.
I'm not really Qigong master. I don't know much information, but to me, is that we like a rechargeable battery. We only get so much energy stored within the battery
Hmm.
in our body. So every time we use up, we try to recharge. It's not the same amount of energy anymore. Uh, for our rechargeable battery out there, even our iPhone, every time we charge, it's not same capacity as original manufacturer battery. So once we use up a little bit, then we try to recharge. Soon later, we will be running out on the power or the chi. I remember that one of the Qigong master or my professor, she tried to use the energy from as a conductor or meteor. Um, she get the energy from the universe or the outside source directly transferred to her body and to the patients. She
Okay.
told me that if you use your own energy, once you use up, who's going to help you? Saying you're a martial art master, Robert. So what do you think?
What's interesting is we have a different point, and I'm not a master. No, 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 no.
Your martial art master is a you do Tai Chi.
Well, the Tai Chi, it's yeah, I'm no master. That's a definite. But we do have a different type of point of view on that.
Hmm.
And I don't even remember where I heard the theory from, because it
Hmm.
certainly wasn't from a Qigong master.
Oh,
The theory that we have, and the one that I abide by, is we have our chi. but we cannot transfer our chi to another person. When we do a treatment for someone or when we do something, we're expending chi within ourselves. But with extra exertion, worrying about the patient, going too far the extra mile trying to treat them, staying up too long, worrying, these type of things, they all expend chi. You become very, very tired, very, very
Mhm.
and it's very, very wasteful. Uh, I hate to put this as a plug, but I actually wrote a little about it in my book too.
Mm.
There's a saying from some of the old Tai Chi masters in some
Mm.
books that I read that were written in the late 1800s, early 1900s, that you can feel your chi, but you can't feel your jing. But when you work with another person, you can feel their jing, but you can't feel their chi. It's a very strange uh,
Mm.
relationship there. I mean, when we do Tai Chi and in part Qigong, and the Qigong exercises like the small circle,
Yeah.
the the breathing exercise where we're moving the chi around the body, um, you can feel that warmness. You can this some people like to use distension too, but you can feel the chi within your body
If-
when you're talking about a more upper level system like using Jing. It's it, it gets to be really more like in a realm of, I don't want to say fantasy. It's more something that you can't describe. And what's kind of funny is if you try to describe a high level like Tai Chi movement to someone who has never seen Tai Chi before, it
Mm.
just goes right over their head. When I was teaching in the university,
Mhm.
and I showed them some of the like applications to some of the Tai Chi movements and what you're supposed to do and how you're supposed to move, they were just like deer in the headlight. They had no idea because it was just too complex for someone who had ever seen something like that before. They want something quick, easy, simple to understand. None of this is simple to understand.
Because a lot of people, when they think Tai Chi, they just think it's just exercise.
Yeah.
They never think you have to incorporate with the breathing.
To start out, yeah, that's pretty much what it is. It's an exercise. It gets more complicated after that, after you start explaining, the breathing goes with the
Hmm.
movement, the stances, the way that you hold your body, all of that is indicative to how well the chi will flow through your body. What do you think of my point of view?
Well, I'm not really an expert, so I cannot say yes or no. I witnessed in the past, we used to have a student in our school.
Mhm.
Man, he's real good. He can be read bit fortune on the palmistry. He can do facial diagnosis and stuff. But the problem is, in his class, he always helping his classmates with treating illnesses with his Qigong. So
Yeah.
he's doing like medical Qigong once a while. But I think for maybe 1 or 2 trimesters or something, he disappeared. So because I worked with the school, they asked me what happened to him. I'm like, I don't know. I tried to call. I call her. Um, his wife picked up. His wife wasn't happy. She said he will not be coming to school anymore.
Wow.
I'm like, what the hell? So I've been digging afterwards. I'm like, what the hell is going on? It couldn't be that our teachers are so bad that the person decided to quit. See, the worst thing is I never spoke with the students. It's only the wife. So that's a little bit confusing. So throughout the time was like investigating. I was talking to other students. I found out that yeah, he was treating many students, classmates with his energy. I thought he having operations done when I last spoke with him, then he will return. But it's not the operation he got. It's actually he exerts so much of his energy. He was real ill. He never come back to school, but I noticed that he, I think, regained his somewhat strength.
Mm.
But I would not think it's 100% his self again. It's different. He never returned, but I hear like different information from the students. Some student went to him for the classes or treatments.
Was this outside of the school?
He was a student. Yeah, the stuff that he worked. See, some student did went to him for outside the school for extra treatments or exercise or whatsoever. But he also give a lot of treatments within the school where he not supposed to be.
Yeah.
He yeah, he exerts himself way too much. Some people have a lot of negative energies. Same thing. He's okay master, but the problem is if he cannot if he always uses I think he uses his own try to help out. He- the wife just saying he's very ill. He would not
Yeah.
come back to school. So that's why I heard from our student that he got real sick. He was treating patients. Then also there's another student of our school back then. He's very young. He became a master level, but he always looks so tired.
Yes, that is one of the symptoms you can
Yeah.
see is like as I said, if you're always doing too much, if you're always trying to help people, you're expending your own chi. You're not giving it to people. All you're doing is just wasting your own.
Yeah. So to me, if you waste a lot of your own energies, you can try to recharge it back by cultivate some energy, meditations or whatever, but you still cannot get back your full potential. Not what I witnessed for a couple scenarios. Like I said, I never met a super Qigong guy who or lady out there, a master. Maybe I should call her and ask her. I
Yeah.
do know one of the Qigong instructor from the school.
All the self-proclaimed Qigong masters I knew, they all died by 55.
Heart attack?
Yep.
Yeah.
Good guess.
See, I'm not real Qigong master, but I do know probably the heart. The way they practice, some of them really, like you said, they self-proclaimed master.
Yes.
For Chinese medical Qigong or any Qigong, it takes probably 20 years. 10 years, you're still amateur. That's my point of view. We all have our own life force, like the candle. Once the candle burn up, it's very hard to regenerate back.
That's actually a very, very good analogy, especially in regards to, how we describe the Mingmen fire
Meaning
inside the
fire.
body.
Yeah,
Using the candle is a very, very good example.
yeah. But I used to do hypnosis in my class at one time.
Mhm.
It's amazing. I incorporate Qigong, which I'm not a Qigong master, but I able to make the persons I put in trance into say he like to know more about Qigong. So I make him vision himself like a battery. When he start to recharge, I tap on his yin tan. Wow. His whole minds go bright and recharge.
Okay.
He felt the energy in his body.
Can you elaborate a little more on that? How exactly did he feel it? What did he say was,
His
let me see, what happened basically?
So when I explained about Qigong, like energy works and stuff, I told him that our body's like a battery. So when you want to recharge your life force, so I told him I going to tap on your forehead right here. As I tap, you're going to feel your body recharge,
Okay.
or just like plucking the plug, and your body start to recharge the energy. So when I tapped the second time, he told me after the sessions we spoke with each other. He said he felt bright lights.
Okay.
It's a white color. He said it's like bright as it can get. Then he feel warmth and he feel energized.
Okay.
After he come out for the trance, he feel good. That is another way of for me to think help people. Saying I'm not a Qigong master, but using our own minds and body. When we're in a trance, like hypnotic trance or Zen stage, which is the meditation stage, people who meditate, like the Qigong master, that's how they get energy from. So I use that concept in hypnosis process.
Hmm.
It works. At that time, it was my first time trying it, and it's really good results because I use what I learned a little bit about Qigong. I learned a little bit the hypnosis trance. Yeah, I just like merge them together. But the turnout's good.
Okay.
Uh, it would be nice if I continue, but I can't. It's only a class. We're done and stuff. I thinking a lot of stuff that we do in our Chinese medicines, there's a lot of similar concepts or some essentials, fundamental information were being taught or branched off
Yeah.
with different treatments. When I learned about the hypnosis, how to do it, they have a lot of different techniques. But then I realized, wow, all these things I heard before, it's all about our Chinese medicines. So it was very easy for me to understand very quickly. Yeah, so that's why I try able to merge things together, what we learn in more in depth for the treatment. That's some things that I was messing around with. I'm not sure if there's any other people out there know hypnosis and they do meditations or Qigong. Uh, Message us.
Yeah, most of the people who have heard of hypnosis, they usually believe that those are the people who make other people think that they're chickens.
Oh, or alien or stuff, right?
Well,
Give
yeah,
me your bank
they like
account, your
to have
social
fun
security.
with it.
One thing is a myth. If you don't want to be a chicken, you will never be a chicken. People who actually like the stage performance, when they ask the audience, do you guys want to come to be part of their entertainment? The moment you raise your hand, your subconscious, no, yeah, actually, you telling your subconscious, like, it's okay. I'd rather be on the stage to do whatever the guys want. Beginning when he do the trance, he picked out a couple people, said, "You're no good, time to go." It's because those people were telling them, "I'm not going to do it. I just going to fool around. I going to cause problems."
Mhm.
Those people who have strong will are not going to be hypnotized, and I just want to cause problems. It's easy to find out who's who's. They all like, okay. So only a couple of remainders were there. So once they there, that's mean they tell their minds already, it's okay. I could make a fool out of myself. It's only for entertainment purposes. So that's why they able to bark like a dog or do the chicken dance. It's because they will say, okay, it's okay. When I try to do the hypnosis before the treatments or the sessions, I had to ask the person, are you willing to do it now? So most of the time, if you say yes, I'm ready, I'm doing a hypnosis process or the sessions. Once you tell yourself out loud, your subconscious is always picking up the information saying, okay, I'm ready. Then the conscious will be moved aside. Well, I learned that some people cannot become hypnotized, which I'm one of the persons in beginning. It's because there's something there that prevent you from moving forward. I remember I tried to do self-hypnosis a couple of times. Wow, my mind is crazy. I tend to get freaked out, like what the hell is going on? So I woke up like, oh, great. A couple of times I like disclose to do it, but wasn't successful. Why? The reason is maybe there's something in our minds prevent us from moving forward. If we do move forward, we might not able to handle the truth or something there. It's the fear part.
There's a lot of psychology in what you're talking about. I will say you made two very interesting points. The first one is about the volunteering, that when you go and you volunteer, you're allowing yourself, which is a very interesting point. I never looked at it like that, because most people would say, oh, as soon as you're on stage, that's when he's gonna try to not make a fool out of you, but just to put you in a trance and make
Mhm.
you do something that you wouldn't normally do. The point that you were just making a moment ago about moving on, that's kind of what they would consider a first step. You're just doing it where your subconscious is like, okay, here's where we start. I find that the starting point was actually further before when it actually starts. You in your chair, raising your hand, saying, yeah, sure, I'll come up on stage. That's when the whole process or procedure starts.
Hmm.
And again, part of the moving on, I think that's a very interesting point in, once again, acceptance or learning or
Mhm.
knowing when that point is. The second point, which I also thought was very interesting, is when we started to learn Qigong, we started learning calming exercises or calming the mind.
Yeah.
Because a normal person's mind is extremely chaotic. There are so many things that go through your head a day. It's not even funny. And one of the exercises we did is we just close your eyes and count to 10. Each time you take a breath, go up one. So you start one, do your breath, two, do your breath. If at any time you lose focus or you forget that number, start
Right.
over again. And I actually did this exercise in my Tai Chi class when I was teaching in the university. Only a few people would be able to get past 5. It's very, very difficult. And we're talking about people within the range of, oh gosh, 18 to 55. It can be any range. If you've never trained your mind like that before, it's very eye-opening when you learn all of the distractions that happen.
It's actually interesting with hypnosis that we also use numbers to count. We actually count down
Mhm.
because we want to go to deeper in trance. every steps you're going down the stairs from 10 to 1s. As the numbers go from 10 to 1, you go deeper and deeper in relaxations. Sometimes we ask the patients, clients to count. If they still like awake, count from 1 to 100. The number, if they mess up with the numbers, which is actually good, because their conscious is not always there. So the conscious getting tired. Okay, when they count 1, 2, 10, 9, 8, or 20, 30, if they keep going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, they're actually thinking that their mind is still processing. It's more rationalizing. But if the numbers start to disrupting, they don't know, they cannot focus anymore. That's when they start to able to calm down.